Welcome, sweet friends, to my channel, Crafting with Indiana Jones. Come in from the rain and have a cup of tea with me, and let's get crafting to create something beautiful to celebrate the season. What a blessing to have all of these wonderful, lovely, creative, crafty friends as part of this collaboration where we're celebrating from showers to flowers, creative ideas for spring and summer and even Mother's Day. These ladies decided to get together and just celebrate the beauty of spring, even in the rainy season. So let's see what we all came up with. I like to call this project my Deconstructed umbrella. I know it sounds fancy, but it's basically I'm tearing apart a Dollar Tree umbrella to make something really pretty. I think that was too long and not as I don't know, shishi boku kind of thing. So yeah, basically I'm taking this dollar store umbrella, taking it apart, and as you can see, Guru is there to help me out. Do you have a black cat that likes to hide amongst black chairs, black shawls, black anything, black, purses even? This little cat knows she's black and she likes to camouflage herself in anything that is black around the house. So here she is deciding to help me out. She's stabilizing the umbrella as I'm taking it apart from the armature of the basic umbrella. Now, you're not going to be able to use this umbrella as a regular umbrella. Don't think you're going to be able to close this. Something to keep in mind, because once I created this umbrella, I couldn't close it. So I had to make sure I could get through the doors with it. You remember this because it happened to me. Anyway, here I am covering all of the steel armature with some green floral tape. I think it's very important to take this step. I know it's a process. Sometimes it's best to watch or listen to something while you're doing this. This whole umbrella is a process. So make sure you're watching something fun or listening to fun music that you like, or saying prayers, whatever, because it takes a while and it's very repetitive. So as you can see, just continuing to cover the armature in that green floral tape. I do take the time to cover this tape or paint this tape with a little bit of brown or beigey paint, simply to make it camouflage more into the project itself. Now Luna has also joined us in the effort, and again she's anchoring the umbrella while I am trying to cover the armature in the green floral tape. By the way, I'm wearing my pajamas there, as you can see, but I don't care. I'm crafting. It doesn't matter. And my cats don't care either. Now I have finished with everything, and I'm using this wired twine to create this base. It's just wired twine that I got from the Dollar Tree. Looks like a spider web, but it's not. Now pull out all the greenery you have around the house. It could be from the Dollar Tree, as you can see here. This garland is perfect. And the other greenery that I had from the from Hobby Lobby. And all I am doing is I'm going to cover that armature so it doesn't look like a spider web. I mean, if you like it looking like a spider web, hey, by all means. Listen, I'm taking a good look at this, and this might be a great idea for a parasol for dark academia. So I might be using the same idea and create a beautiful big spider web based parasol for Halloween. I'm telling you, I will do that. Now I am taking floral wire or any kind of basic wire. This one's green, obviously. And I am just going to secure all of my greenery to my armature just to hide it. You don't have to do it to every single piece of, the armature or of the twine, but it does help, because you'll see that it, once you have it in there and you have it secure, you can bush out the, you can spread out the leaves, make it all bushy and pretty, and it really serves a purpose at the end. So here I'm just starting still. Again, another process. Watch a movie. Get your Jane Austen, podcasts out or whatever. Something fun and romantic, because this is going to be something fun and romantic at the very end. Or make a team of it. Get together with a couple of friends, and each one of you gets a side and you just put it together. It is, I think this would be a lot of fun with friends trying to create just one big project. So here you can see that I'm pretty much done with the whole project. Now I'm going to do not just the wires that go down, but the cross wires as well. let me tell you something though. If you have cats, they're going to take this as their personal canopy. Both of them always wanted to be under this umbrella while I was making it. It was the funniest thing, but it was the cutest thing as well. I had to make sure I had to keep them away from the hot glue gun though, because they were very curious. Now I'm taking this bushel of, I guess it's baby breaths or lily of the valley, whatever you want to call it, and just add that to the base of this umbrella. Again, this is the tedious part, but once this is done, then that's when the fun begins. That's when you have to pull out all of your blossoms, all of your flowers, everything that you have left over from Easter, from everything, and now you're going to start adding your florals. This, to me, this was so much fun. I wish I had more florals. Actually do. I could continue, but I thought I had to stop after a while. So all you do is continuously add your florals to the armature. Again, it helps so much that that steel armature was covered in the floral tape because it allowed me to glue the flowers, the leaves, whatever I wanted to this whole umbrella. Now, this is your creation. I'm using all of the florals that I had, and I wanted to use bright, happy florals. For this reason, I took out that white rose and I put in this funky, fun, hot pink rose that I had. But imagine if you wanted to, you can create this all with white roses or white flowers, blossoms of any kind, and just have accents of your accent color for your wedding. And if it's for a baby shower, it could be all pink or all blue or half and half, whatever you'd like. But this will add so much fun decor to any event or just to a corner in your home. You can put this on the gift table at a baby shower or bridal shower, or even just have it for photo ops. It is so cute. I hope that you enjoyed as I put this together, and I really don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I am so happy with it, and maybe there'll be someone who will need it down the line for their own baby shower or bridal shower. I mean, wedding season is just around the corner, so if you are in preparations, this might be the way to go. Again, what a great idea. Instead of having to have a big backdrop, you just have this beautiful floral umbrella that people can hold and take pictures. Alrighty, my crafting cats, are you ready for another project? This time I'm going to use this cone, and it's just a grapevine cone that I got from, I think this was Hobby Lobby, and it was clearance, and this you usually see it around Christmas time. But what a perfect way to use this in an umbrella type project, because all I have to do is turn it upside down and it becomes an umbrella. So I'm using this drawer, which I created last year. It was like a Shabby Chic drawer. That's going to be my base. And I'm going to use this large barbecue skewer to be able to just, anchor the umbrella to the base. I was very lucky because I had my quality control cats watching my every move, and I'm not kidding you, every move, to make sure that I was putting in that umbrella correctly, and it was stabilized and it was centered. They were very, very concerned about this. And once I had that already stabilized in the base, all I'm doing is using this wonderful garland to cover the styrofoam. Now you can use moss, but I thought this would be easier. I can use the garland again in the future. Try not to glue too many things down because, again, I want to be able to use this in the future. Now I'm just putting in some greenery. I started off with greenery, and then I'm going to put in all of my flowers. I really love this idea. This is another wonderful idea to use for a baby shower or a bridal shower. You can actually paint that cone white, and I'm sure you can even find it in white, and that would be so perfect for a bridal shower and just make it look like an umbrella. Again, the skewer that I have there in the middle, it doesn't look that big, but that's going to work as the umbrella holder, or a parasol. I guess it's the parasol handle. That's what it's going to look like. And all I'm doing here is adding all of the wonderful flowers that I have in my floral collection on my flower wall. And again, with my little kitty cats checking out what I was doing. I added some little lavender plants down at the bottom just to add some more. And you can do whatever you'd like. Now, I thought I would want to dress it up a little bit. So I had this like lace just hanging around, and I thought this would be perfect. Now, this lace was too thick to actually use on any kind of clothing. I think this is like perfect for a curtain or maybe a bedspread. So I was just using this from my stash. And what I'm doing is gluing it to a ribbon just to make it easier, and so I wouldn't have to glue it to the actual cone itself, because obviously I can use this once again for Christmas, and I already have an idea of what to do with it to create like a shabby chic kind of look for Christmas time. So all I'm doing here is, again, just gathering the ribbon and using the glue. Now, you might want to sew this yourself, but I just thought it would be faster than pulling out my sewing machine. It was a little painful because I did get some hot glue on my fingers, but all's well that ends well. I think it turned out really, really nice. Now, once I finish adding the lace, I'm going to add some ribbon. Keeping in mind the florals that I have put in the umbrella already, I'm going to use this yellow to match with the daisies that were in the florals, and it's mainly daisies and pansies. I think I really, really like it, and especially since I think it's a perfect combination for spring going into summer. I'm not ready to give up on spring yet. I mean, people are just getting into their spring season, and so I still want to do a lot of florals. I don't like beachy scenes, I'll be very honest. I live in Miami and I never go to the beach. As seen by my pallor, I look like I live, you know, in a sequestered like castle somewhere. But anyway, here I'm just adding that wonderful wired yellow ribbon to bring out the yellow color of the daisies. And as we turn it around here, you can see I'm just tying it again to that cone so that I can use this cone again once the season is over. I do like to make things that I can just recreate and, you know, take it apart and not necessarily destroy anything that I'm using. Now I'm going to create like a little medallion kind of flourish, and all I'm doing is gathering the lace, and it's going to become like a little circle, and I'm using a little bit of that yellow ribbon that was left over, and I'm just gathering this around to create like a little lace medallion just to put at the center of that embellishment that I have on the umbrella. With my little medallion done out of lace, all I'm going to do is add my florals, my daisies. I added some lavender that matched the color of the pansy, some leaves, and just making it really pretty. Think of this as a Victorian style kind of parasol that a lady would have. And I think, once again, as I mentioned before, this would make a beautiful centerpiece for any occasion, whether it's spring or summer, a wedding, a bridal shower, or even a quinceañera. Anything that is romantic and flowery, I think this would be perfect. This last project is perfect if you are on the run and you want a simple and easy way to incorporate a parasol kind of look to your decor. I think it's very shabby chic, very Victorian, very vintage, and very fun. So I'm taking a parasol. Yes, I have a parasol. I got this from Disney World one year, and I decided to create it like into a more Victorian looking parasol. And all I'm going to do is add some lace. So here's a fast, fun way to add lace to any project if it's just going to be temporary. All I'm doing is using those zip ties and just threading it through to create all the ruffles that you need to make a beautiful parasol. And there you see all the lovely ruffles. And here I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. Should I close it? Should I not? So my dilemma was I didn't want to make it so tight that I couldn't put any flowers. So I just closed it temporarily. And now I'm going to check by adding my florals and creating just a receptacle for my flowers. And this is a perfect way to hang flowers outside on your front door or any door, because it is just such a unique way to display your flowers at the entrance. I think it's just lovely. I tightened the zip tie, and now I'm adding all of my ribbons. I have this beautiful blue and white gingham ribbon, and I have the striped ribbon left over from Easter. So I'm going to combine the two together. Now, I have to admit, I am not very good at making bows and ribbons, I guess because I don't use them very often in a lot of my decor. But I think this ribbon was just so perfect for the project. even though it's a much lighter blue than the umbrella, but I think that brings out a little, it's not as, I don't know, it's more springy, I suppose. And of course, here is Luna once again to make sure that everything is up to her quality control standards, and I truly appreciate her. I will give her pets. But she did get kind of involved either with the ribbons or the flowers, and I don't know why she just started biting at my project. And this truly is a quick and inexpensive way to add that April showers bring May flowers feel to any part of your room. Let's see what them all together. A great big thank you to all of these ladies that participated with me on this Creative Ideas for Spring collaboration, but most especially to my sweet dear friends from Arrows DIY, Favi, who is celebrating her 8th month of pregnancy as she prepares for her new little one. So we will be showering her with some very special thoughts, prayers, and gifts. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. I'll see you again very soon.